Hi everyone! Oh my gosh, so it's been a very long time since I've done a charm update. I think it has been about 5 months, maybe less. But today I'm going to share with you my charm update, and possibly later on I will do an update video on this channel or surprise vlogs as mentioned in my previous couple videos. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, please leave a comment down below, or maybe I'll just leave it in the description box for you guys to read. But really it's up to you if you want to hear me talk about it or just read what I have to say. But anyways, I'm going to get started on my charm update. A lot of these are inspired, a lot of these are for like friends. So I'm going to get started with the Mickey Mouse things that I made inspired by Disney. So this over here is actually made by Kawaii Charms 831. You may know her as Mia. So I got this from her a couple months ago, and I'm going to leave the video down below of the package that she sent me. And after I saw this, I really wanted to make one. So I made my own, and it's not as good as hers. So as you can see, my cheese is not as like light or pretty as hers, but I still like how this came out. I put some olives on it, and I used some translucent green for the little greens on the pizza. And this is pretty much what it looks like. Overall though, I think it's pretty nice, so that's what it looks like. The next thing I made was this Mickey burger. And I dusted the sesame seeds with some brown dust, so that's what it looks like, and added different layers. So as you can see, I have tomatoes, cheese, meat, and that's pretty much what it looks like. Nothing too different than a regular burger, just Mickey Mouse shaped. Then I think the last Mickey Mouse thing I have is this cookie. And this is pretty much what it looks like. I think this one's my favorite so far. So instead of using just regular brown, I used bronze for the chocolate chip cookies. And you can see it came out very vibrantly, and I dusted the cookie. I really adore how this came out. I think it came out really nicely, and I love the little chip right there. So that's what my little Mickey cookie looks like. The next two charms I have are inspired by macaroon or macaron. This is the first one I'm going to show you guys, and it's this Rilakkuma cookie with a Rilakkuma hat. And again, I used bronze for the top, so it's very shiny, as you can see. I'm trying to zoom in. It looks kind of like dark chocolate, and then I dusted the cheeks a bit, and the back just kind of looks like that, nothing too special there. And then inspired by this cookie, I also made this little Mamagoma one. So that's what these look like, and I think they came out really nicely as well. I only glazed the hat part of the cookies. So yeah, I think they're really cute. Then I also have this regular cookie, and the chocolate chips are lighter than the eyes. I try to make it a little different. And then I used some TLS for the cheeks. Inspired by Flying Mio, I believe, I made this Mamagoma on a s'more. And this is what the bottom of the s'more looks like, the graham cracker. Sorry, I have some little spots on it. So that's what the texturing looks like. It's not that great. And then I have one sheet of chocolate, and then I have the Mamagoma marshmallow, and I think it's very adorable. I also dusted it a bit on the top, so it looked a little burnt. Also inspired by Flying Mio or Macaron, you guys can check out both their channels. I made this little cat in a mug, and there is some whipped cream with, like, I guess some powdered cinnamon or chocolate on top, and I added in little paws as well as a tail on the back. So I thought this was really adorable, and everything is pearlescent here, and this is what it looks like. Inspired by Nerdy Crafter, I made this Naruto headband thing, but I'm going to make it into a necklace. And this was actually very fun to make, so I would be happy to make more to put on my Storenvy. Now, I'm almost nearing the end of this charm update, but now I'm going to show you some realistic charms. This one is inspired by Heather Wells, and it is just this realistic egg, and I had the yolk spilling out, so this is flexible, as you can see. So this is pretty much what it looks like. It looks a little more realistic when I put it down, so if you can see that. So here you go. The next thing, also inspired by Heather Wells, is this little lemon cake or lemon tart. And I tried to texture the bottom as well, as you can see. So that's what it looks like. Then, just because I got hungry, I made some brownies, and the top is glazed just a bit, if you can see, And then the sides, I'm very proud of the texturing on the sides, so this is what it looks like. And then this is just a bigger brownie piece, but this one is not as nice, but still okay in my opinion. Last but not least, I made this chibi, and this is Zed from League of Legends. He is a little chubbier than I wanted him to be, but I will also add a photo of what I was basing it off of. This is for my friend, someone I've been leaguing with for a little while, and this is pretty much what he looks like. I spent a lot of time on his head. I might make more flat pieces so that it's easier to make. It was definitely a struggle to try to make this, but I'm pretty proud of how it came out. So has its little skirt, I suppose, his little things on his shoulders, I call them like little scarves, and then I have his shurikens. Of course, everything is kind of chibi sized, and then the mouth, I spent the most time on this part of the chibi. So this is pretty much what it looks like. I also have his little daggers on his hands. I don't really know what they're called, pincers. So that's pretty much what that looks like. So this is my entire charm update. I spent some more time on this one so you guys can see the little details. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for being so patient with me, and more videos to come. Let me know if you want an update video on my life, I suppose, and yeah, I will have more videos for you very soon. I'm crafting a little more. I actually crafted all of these within the past 3 days actually, or 2 days. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys very soon, and yeah, leave a comment down below of what you'd like to see. Bye!